What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're gonna try out Legend of Heroes Trails Through the Daybreak. Now, I think we've already done like one or maybe two of these games before. Well, they're pretty fun. I ended up being really bad at them. I had to turn the difficulty on the boss down to finally beat him. I tried like all the way up to the small form factor PC and still couldn't win. So I figured, screw it. Let's just do that. And then when I play for real, I am going to be stubborn. I'm going to fight that guy on normal as much as it takes. I don't care about being able to beat somebody on extra hard mode or anything like that. I'm not that good. But I get mad at myself if I can't at least play a game on normal, you know? That's just like, dude, you really suck. What the fuck is wrong with you kind of shit. But regardless, I'll still have fun with it when the time comes. So now we're gonna try out another one. Then this is the one that came out a year after the one I already tried. So should still run quite well, but I don't know. Maybe it won't be able to quite do as well as that other one did and stay at 60 plus the whole time. So we shall see. So let's waste no more time and let's go hop into the game.
All right, we'll start off just default settings. And if it can't handle it, well then we'll drop them down and do like all low or something like that. If I remember correctly, it just barely skimps by. And who knows, maybe it dropped under 60 here and there and I just didn't notice. I'm pretty sure it's staying over that, but hey, we'll see. But in any case, let's get into the game, shall we?
There you go. Brought the goods. Wasn't easy to find this, you know. Went around every damn antique shop in the capital before we came across it.
Yeah, and now my legs hurt like a bitch for it. Gonna hurt something fierce tomorrow.
Well earned, I'm sure. Open the case so we can confirm its contents then. This does appear to be what the boss has asked for. It looks authentic to me, too.
This ain't no knockoff. It's the real thing. So, we good for $1 million?
And where did you pull that figure from? I believe we agreed on 100,000 Mira down, and 300,000 more upon completion of the job.
Yeah, well, that was then, and this is now. Inflation ain't pretty, you feel me? Doesn't sound very fair that we busted our asses for something so important only for a little loose change.
And there's a lot of rumors going around about you guys. How about it? You treat us right, and this could be the start of something real nice here.
Huh. Interesting. I suppose you do deserve a little extra something.
The hell? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, you think we won't play?
What is this?
Huh. Should have known your place. Word to the wise. Don't try to blackmail someone higher up on the food chain.
Damn it! The cops! When did they start?
Ramadi. Looks like it's closed right now.
Yeah, nighttime's when the mirror really rolls in. We can come back another time.
Oh, this place is so
Whoops.
soothing.
Nice. We got a hit.
A hit? Oh, you mean that man. Is he the one we're looking for?
Sure is. Let's go see what we can get out of him.
So, now, let's go ahead and see what we can do on the OLED here. We're just again gonna go with the default. And I think this one, at least in the spots we went, just barely stayed over 60, where the LCD did drop under 60 a little bit here and there, but not by enough to warrant going all the way down to low. But hey, it wasn't the exact same spot, so you can't exactly call it. Maybe it would have done the same exact thing on this one as it did on the LCD if we went to the exact same spot, you know?
Alrighty.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
They've got stalls set up along the river.
Whoops. Whoops. Deploying shards!
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself.
Keep it up!
I'm ready. Engaging shield. I'll take you on.
Going all in.
Then!
Take that! Keep it up!
Random light! White heal!
Thanks, pal. Like hell you are!
Combat over. Processing data.
That hits the spot. That hits the spot.
Alright, now let's get some camera recorded gameplay. Now it does drop a tiny bit under 60 here and there from what I've noticed. But it's still right around where I like it, so I figured, you know what, most people probably also wouldn't care that much. Because without the frame rate thing, I don't think I'd have noticed the frame rate skips.
Stalls set up along the river.
Or the drops. I noticed the skips, but I wouldn't know they were dropping down to 48 or whatever.
What to do? What to do? They haven't caught on to me yet. Don't think if I can pull this off, I'm gonna be so rich. The hell do you want,
Hey, got
Arcade?
taco.
Anytime you want me, it leads me to nothing but trouble. You kidding me? I would have made bank from that old hag if you hadn't gotten my way. We're supposed to be in the same business here. See you around, girlie. If you ever change your mind, you know where to
This game
find
seems a
me.
little interesting with who it gives voice lines to and who it doesn't. And I remember like the last game being like that. I could have sworn everybody constantly talked, or it was all just nothing but text. They didn't just hop back and forth. But maybe I'm misremembering. I only played a little bit of it after all. I think I beat the prologue and that was it. But that's fine. That way I don't ruin anything for anybody. I feel like sometimes when I just start playing the game, some people get a little pissed, but like everyone else says, you're not going to make everybody happy. I try to, but you never will. And then pounce. Bam. And then we got our shit.
The
Okay.
terrace is just up ahead.
Take it slow. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb otherwise.
Alright, is there anything over here like items or something? I just always like exploring. Yeah. And I think with that, I think we can move on to the OLED. Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay on the OLED here. Sucks we got thrown underground, but when you're just playing the game, sometimes you just gotta play the game. And I have no idea how long it would take, so I didn't want to sit there and just stop recording until I got out from underground, because that could be like 3 hours into the game for all I know. But this one seemed to barely be able to hold 60 up in the same spot the other one barely fell under 60 in, so that does seem to prove that this one's a hair faster. Unless I accidentally fucked up the settings, that always could be too. I always like throwing that out there, because you never know. Every once in a while I do mess up.
Let's get to work.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot to do. Let's go see if we can turn HDR on. Sometimes games don't let you. But
Enemy suppressed.
oh, it does. Cool. I don't know if I have to hit apply or not, but I'm going to.
Nice work.
Alright, so it does work, but it does let you turn it on, but holy shit, that is not set up right at all. Holy fuck. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna turn that off. That's the problem. Yeah, I think maybe is it just the brightness? Nah, it still doesn't look quite right. I don't know, I'm just gonna turn that back off. I wanted to turn it on, but see, sometimes HDR just sucks, so. Yeah, I don't know. That just didn't seem right the way with the lights and everything, so no, we'll just leave that off. That's a shame, but hey, at least it let me try it. Some games, even though this has an HDR screen, some games it just doesn't let me try.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Damn straight.
Let's get to work.
Activating shards.
Take that.
Let's keep moving ahead. Beginning engagement. Brace yourself.
Looks like the game's on here.
I need to heal up soon.
Oh wait, nope, that's a quit. Alright, yeah, I have no idea how to heal outside of battle, so I guess we'll just have to do it in battle.
Activating shards. Activating skill.
Keep it up.
There we go. We can at least do it in the battle, though. I still remember how to do that.
A chance.
Activating skill. I'll take you on. There. Ben. Engaging shield.
Bring it on.
Hey, you stop absorbing our HP this instant.
Keep it up. A chance.
Got it.
Enemy suppressed. Nice work. That looks like a nice chest. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Should be safe for now.
Alright, I think first chest. Ah, recovery. Because she might run out of mana eventually, so it is always good to have some healing items. That is for sure.
Hearts work best on this enemy. Activating drive.
Initializing drive.
Ah. Oh wait, nope, he got back in line.
Here goes. Cypher activate.
Here goes.
Initializing drive.
So I can do that same move he can do.
There. This sucks. They're down.
I'll take you on.
Initializing drive.
Activating skill. There. Here goes.
Initializing drive.
Activating drive. There. First time.
There.
All right. And that's a win. And I think we can also use that opportunity to go wrap this video on up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, and this one definitely was a little harder to run, but it's a year newer, so figured it'd give it a little graphics upgrade. Not one I can really notice, but obviously the frame rate noticed, because the last game was getting like 90 to 100 on this thing, on basically the same setting. But now, at least on the LCD, it does drop under 60 ever so slightly here and there. The OLED seemed to stay above, but I couldn't go in the precise same spots, so I can't really claim, you know, that the one definitely was better. But it seemed like the OLED actually was like 3 to 5 FPS above, but I've seen that in some benchmarking. But usually it's hard to tell the difference between the two, but when you're barely sitting around that 60 FPS, it can be the difference between dropping under and not. Now, are there spots where the OLED might have dropped under 62 other than little stutters here and there? Sure, but I'd say the LCD would probably do it a little more often, but I don't think most people would notice, not unless you're super sensitive to that. I'm pretty sensitive to that, and I would have noticed the stutters that were happening, but I don't think I would really notice the drops down to 56, 58, at least not on a handheld with a controller. If I was using mouse and keyboard, well, absolutely. But I don't know, with controllers, it seems like you can have it's kind of like a little bit of a handicap for not feeling it as bad. So I can kind of deal with it a little more. Same thing with 30 FPS to 40 FPS. I can deal with that a lot more on these little guys since it's basically a handheld controller with a screen in it, more so than I could with a keyboard and mouse. I'd be like almost ready to throw my mouse at a wall with how bad that is. But in any case, that is all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.